There isn't a single book that has changed my life. Books have changed my life, yeah, plural. As I mentioned earlier, because I grew up as an only child, I discovered books early on. And I didn't grow up in an environment that was full of libraries and books. I would read the same books again and again and thinking, how would I finish? You know, how would I write it differently? Because after a while, you already know the story. But what I'm trying to say is, I think every writer has to be a reader and remain a reader all our lives. And we also have to be good listeners. We have to listen to what people are saying and how they're saying what they're saying. But that said, I also believe that our reading lists should be quite eclectic. So if we only read the same type of authors all our lives, it's like you're only hearing one thread, one voice. Whereas to me, it's much more interesting, both intellectually, but even spiritually. I think it is much more inspiring if we read from east and west, fiction and non-fiction. I always feel sad when people say to me, and usually it's some male readers in positions of power, they say, I don't have time for fiction, you know, I read important stuff. And that sounds like I don't have time for emotions, I don't have time for empathy, I don't have time for the heart. There isn't a single person in this world who doesn't need the heart, the emotions, or empathy. And I think what is much more stimulating for the mind is when we respond to knowledge that comes from outside of our fields. How do we respond to that knowledge? So what intrigues me more is when a fiction writer reads neuroscience, when a neuroscientist reads poetry, when a poet reads political science, or when a political scientist becomes interested in film theory and cinema. Those are the conversations across disciplines, across cultures, that challenge us and inspire us more than only reading one particular genre all the time. So I think our reading list should be always diverse.